Carrie, there's a couple of fixtures that jump out to me. I like a gander at Chelsea Aston Villa, right? But really, the game everyone else's eyes are probably getting drawn to is a bit of Newcastle Man U, which is a bit of a Premier League. So we'll start the poll off dead quick on this, right? Who do you think will win this match, or will it be a draw? So we'll throw that poll out. Man United at home to Newcastle. We've got the predicted 11 on screen now. So we're going with Pope and goals, Trippier at right back, Dan Burn at left back. Centre backs are Schär and Botman. Midfield of Longstaff, Bruno G and Willock. And then a front three of Murphy, Isak and ASM. ASM on 75% with Joe Linton. And Isak on an 80% with Callum Wilson is the alternate there. So strong Newcastle team, Harry, isn't it? That's pretty full strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe Almiron.
Yeah, if Almiron was sort of fit, I'm imagining he's not, but because I can't see Jacob Murphy taking Almiron's spot if that was the case. But I actually watched this exact 11 play in real life against Nottingham Forest 2 or 3 weeks ago now. So yeah, got to see how good Newcastle are in the flesh, and they really are sort of the real deal. Yeah, Sven Botman did make a bit of a mistake to let, I think it was Dennis, in for that first goal, but they kind of clawed their way back. Isak was really impressive. The midfield three has legs. Bruno's, honestly, I've never seen a player just control a midfield, live in the flesh as much as he did. Just so clever on the ball, wins so many fouls, gets his body in the way when he's under pressure. Just really, really impressed. And then, I don't really rate Murphy, but he actually did stretch Forest's back line quite well, and the team's dynamic. The team can keep the ball. You got Trippier coming, down the right wing, Dan Burn from the left, and from set pieces and stuff. He's always, a bigger threat. So no, it's a good Newcastle team. This is the best chance they've got to go and beat Man United. They're at home to Man United. What better chance are you going to get? Really, I know, like we said, Almiron's out, but I don't think that matters too much. And yeah, I think they'll fancy themselves here. I mean, bookies favor them. I know they can't really split them, 2.54 and 2.9 odds. The bookies, are probably in the same boat as everyone. We don't really know what's going to happen, obviously. But this is the best chance they're going to get to beat a Man United side for me.
Yeah, and I'm a huge Eddie Howe hater, as everyone knows, but Tottenham at the moment are 2 games ahead of Newcastle and 2 points ahead of them. So Newcastle, every point they start to pick up at the moment, that top 4 dream is getting closer and closer. And this is the point of the season where the results, the wins, the points all matter the most, So that's a really strong team, and big fan of Bruno G. Joe Willock, we all know what he can do, very talented guy. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know enough about this Murphy, but Trippier's a big game player, and ASM's a big game player, and rumours are he's leaving Newcastle, so this is a real shop window game for him as well, I suppose. Looking at the Man United team, Erik Ten Hag's Man United looks to line up with De Gea in goals, Wan-Bissaka on 75% to start over Diego Dallo, Rafa Varane 80% over Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, the little butcher, and then Luke Shaw at left back over Malacia. Fred and Sabitzer in the holding midfield positions, with Rashford left forward, maybe Sancho. Bruno, and then Anthony in right wing, maybe Sancho. With Big Wout up front, maybe Sancho. Maybe that's the hashtag for this section. Maybe Sancho.
I like that. I like that a lot. No, I don't know. Yeah, the Man U team's pretty settled right now in terms of starting 11, and Sabitzer's come in and done pretty well and sort of forced his way in. And I don't know. I did see something on Twitter. I don't know how true it is, and maybe people can correct me, but I did see something to do with Rashford maybe not playing. I don't know if I read that right or wrong. I read something earlier about Rashford. I can't remember what it was. I guess that's maybe why he's at 75% and maybe not 90s, because he obviously would be if he was fully fit. But I don't know. I think this is the best chance Newcastle have of beating a Man United side. And yeah, I think it'll be a tight game, though. I can't lie. Like the bookies have sort of predicted, it's going to be really tight, I imagine. I don't know. I think Newcastle will probably have the better of the ball, but whether they can convert that into chances and stuff, I don't know. Maybe United might be a bit more conservative and just sort of just play for chances rather than possession. Away to Newcastle. I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic, and I'm excited to see how this game sort of plans out.
I think this is going to be one of those games where if Newcastle do get the result, the home fans will play a huge part in it. I'm just looking at the time of kickoff there, 4:30 on a Sunday. It's proper Super Sunday prime time. If you're going to the game, you'll be fed, you'll have a few pints in you, and you'll
Yeah.
be looking forward to it. And if you're a Newcastle fan, you're thinking about getting it to top 4 and all the rest of it. And a big stadium with a passionate fan base in that kind of mood, that could be the 12th man in these kind of situations, you know. So if we get some
100%.
early goals for Newcastle, it could be party time.
Mate, when I obviously, like I alluded to, I went to watch him play away to Forest, right? And I was in the Forest end, but very close to the Newcastle end. And when I mean very close, I mean as close as you can get. And they were the best fans I've ever seen in my life. I've got to be honest. Like, it was incredible. And I don't even know what that's going to be like at St. James's Park, full of 55,000 of those Geordies. Jesus, that's probably, well, I can imagine it's a scary place to go in that sense for the away team. And yeah, like you said, it'll definitely be the 12th man.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting we say about Rashford, so it's maybe Sancho. We finished the poll. 40% of people, Harry, went for the draw. I think it'll be a draw. So interesting. 36% went with the Man United win, 23% with the Newcastle win. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, no, I think I went for draw as well, to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw 2 draws in those 2 sort of big games. Score draws, but I do fancy the draw for both.
So what we'll do now, guys, before we fire into the next kind of part, I feel like I'm just going to open up on screen for you so you can see them. The predicted 11s throughout the rest of the Premier